As their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 8, read.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Okay.
Pilot, 64. Read. Fire.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good job.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bush. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. They'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Go. Ready?
Here's Manziel. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 53, Mike.
Now.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? 53 to Mike. Check 53. Better bring.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The Falcons send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 14. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Manziel steps away. Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Manziel, and he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A give, this is Bush. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
X3, 218, chop. Smooth.
On 1st down, Green. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Come on,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 26.
They'll run it with Bush. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Any weapon.
Motion. Reset. 53 to mark. 53. Check 53. All day.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Hey, dude.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Got 61. Matchbox lights.
Coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Big grip. Big grip.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Cover.
53 is mine. Check, 53.
Right.
Record.
Back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Bush, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set ready? 90 Wolf.
Number 53. Mike, 53.
Pilot 64. Reach.
Check 43.
What? Let go.
Here's the 2nd and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Go.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 50.
Come.
I got one. 53 is mine. 50.
Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught here by Griffin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Look at me. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Panthers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we've...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase. If it...
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked. Because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about it,
and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaq Thompson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. And going deep for Hill. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
53 to Mike. 53. Check. Get in the right.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Intended that time for Cooper. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Number 53, Mike 53. Wild Bill.
Ready.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come out here in the eye. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll go with a keeper. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Check. Watch twist.
Leo. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Cooper was the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike 53.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
You're out.
3rd down and 6.
Hey, Delta. Big grip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
61, matchbox lights.
54.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
You ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Bush. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Check. Lucky. Joker. Hey.
There.
Kill.
Yep.
Hey, turn it out.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Atlanta.
Okay, break.
53 is the mic.
Recon, 132 fighter.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
He's checking.
Protein spill.
On 1st down, it's Bush. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Hey.
Brings up
Pilot, 64, weak.
at the 47-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, keep it up.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Hey, Sam off.
SOS.
Snap.
2nd and 5.
Watch the twist.
Steps away to his left. He's going to look end zone here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Cooper was the target there. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Mike,
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. The end result, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Safety creep. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Take 3. 218, chop.
At the 1-yard line.
Come.
53's the mic. 53.
2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
6-6, pull it high.
Check 25. Check 25.
Showing it. Showing it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Now for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Alpha.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Go.
Me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Bush. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Roy.
Now.
They'll hand it off to Bush. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down now. It's Green. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Out. Recon, 132 fighter.
Smalls. No. Jam.
Now. Fight.
This is Bush. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Ready up. Pilot, 64, reach. Look at me. Go. Yo, go. Hey, seam 6.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bush. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 53. I got one. Back.
Lead dribble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check three, check three. Shit.
Bush on third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth now in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Switch gears. No. Off.
Yeah. Get it.
Now again, right side. Green. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check three. Kill.
Rock it. Put up.
Now Bush running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Yep. 6-6. Pull it high. Bleed him.
On 3rd down. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then,